Okay, so just my opinion, all things are alleged, and we just gonna go ahead and dissect this video about this officer with this backseat action, but I need y'all to take a close look. The way the officer had his arm around the lady, escorting her, okay? Escorting her in the back seat of the patrol cruiser car. Look at the shorts she got on. Look at what this video was suggesting. So the one who captured it says, I don't know what was about to take place. I just figured I would record. You don't know. Is that right? Well, something tells me you had that man, that male intuition, that masculine intuition to just kind of tap in to that intuition because you knew. I think you knew. I think you had an idea. This was not a police arrest. This was one of them. And we'll be I'm gonna call you big and scream. And matter of fact, I can't. Get into this video, please. Let's get into this video, please.
Go to play soccer.
Nelson Ochoa says he was in South Lawn Park in Oxon Hill on Labor Day enjoying a game of soccer with other families when a Prince George's County police cruiser pulled up and parked. He doesn't know what made him start to record, but he did.
As soon as I started recording, a car pulled up and then a young lady came out.
He recorded the two appearing to embrace and kiss and then get into the back of the officer's squad car.
We couldn't believe what we were seeing, and then what really made us go like, wow, like this is crazy is when, like I said, when the car started rocking a little bit to the left and right, that's when we were like, wow, this is crazy. And broad daylight with kids around. He was in the car for about 35 to 40 minutes.
Afterward, he says both quickly drove away in separate directions. Prince George's County Police released a statement on X, formerly known as Twitter, saying they were aware of the video and are investigating to determine the circumstances. They tell the I-Team they have identified the officer, though they have not released his name. Multiple police sources tell me it's Francesco Marlette, seen here in this picture. We reported on him back in 2016 when he was accused of beating his then-girlfriend's 3-year-old son. In 2019, the father of that child told me in an exclusive interview that he was trying to keep Marlette away from his son.
He would say, Daddy Francesco, which is his mom's boyfriend, hits me in my face and hits me in my stomach, and he's really mean.
According to the boy's medical records, the 3-year-old was spanked, resulting in a head injury. The Prince George's officers who responded that day ruled it an accident. A grand jury disagreed and charged Marlette. But after agreeing to anger management, Marlette never stood trial. The charges were dropped, his record expunged, and he was back on the force. His attorney declined to comment on the case at the time. A few years later, Marlette is making news again, now in this viral video.
I woke up this morning and it had 2 million views already.
Ochoa says he hopes police will take a close look at what's going on in this video.
Okay, now let's break it down. Wow. Now, what you do is what you do. It's your business. But just think at that time if you had a 911 call to make and the select officers that was selected, assigned to be on duty for that call, well, they couldn't make it because they was caught up in some type of alleged public indecency of some sort. Could not wait. Had to go ahead, take care of business in a public daytime action where people are at, obviously, because this person would not have recorded everything that had taken place, so to speak, outside the car. Not everything took place inside the car. No. We're not going that far. We are not going that far. Now, I'm like, okay, was this during his break? He talking about he recorded for 30, 40 minutes? The one who recorded this. I'm like, ooh. So your phone, camera, whatever you had, device, was charged for those minutes. Well, doggone. Now, see, where the change of events for me, because like I said, what you do is what you do. What you do is what you do. But the problem, the concern for me comes in at when this officer was accused for a form of abuse with a 3-year-old child with a woman that he was dating. The little boy was trying to do his best, which he did do an awesome job communicating with his parent, his dad, about what was happening to him. Obviously, it was investigated because obviously it would not have been a record of a hospital report. But sometimes, yeah, people do get off and are not charged. So now that this is happening with this particular situation, okay, how will the precinct protect and serve deal with this? It's bad enough to know that a little boy was caught up in such, because one thing I don't like, one thing I cannot stand is abuse against anyone. Children are defenseless. By the time you reach an age as an elder, you become defenseless sometimes. And who's ever coming against you, they sometimes know that. And they take advantage. So I love to speak out when it comes to abuse against children. It needs to be. Abuse against elderly. More people need to speak out about that as well. Abuse against women. Speak out. Abuse against men as well. Whether it's emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually, there's all types of ways where abuse, or people who feel empowered, even doctors, so to speak, can sometimes hold a position that they feel so empowered. So there's, a couple of things, that is being addressed in this news story. But again, the main focus on what this story is about, it'll be interesting to see how this will unfold. I know he ain't the first. I know he ain't the second to do such things. But does that make it right? So we shall see how this situation turns out.